supposed to draw a triangle. This is third grade work, something like that. You needed to draw a right triangle, and you want to draw the legs. You got to know what a leg is. One is supposed to be 16 centimeters. You need to measure your right angle. You should have. Get a nice right angle on there. Your other leg was supposed to be 12 centimeters. And your hypotenuse is your other side. This is a right triangle. In the past, we labeled it with the shortest vertex, or the smallest angle is A. The next larger angle is B. And of course, the right angle is always C. You label your sides, little a, little b. Little b is across from vertex B. Little a. We know how long this one is. It's supposed to be 16 centimeters. This one is supposed to be 12 centimeters. And you need to find your third side. Let's see. 20 centimeters. C is 20. Using Pythagorean theorem, you can find this inside. And I ask you to identify your ratios. Now, in order to do that, you have to decide on an angle. I'm going to start with angle A. And I'm going to find the sine, cosine, and tangent of angle A. So I'm going to find sine of A, cosine of A, and tangent of A. You need to know your ratios. What sign? Sine? Opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine? Adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent? Other way around. Opposite over adjacent. Color. And of course, the way to remember that is so, cola, or automatic of apples, or whatever one you want to use. You need to identify based on A which one is the opposite, which one's the adjacent. What side is this for angle A? For angle A? One of those. Opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? Adjacent. And this side?
Opposite.
Opposite. The legs are always opposite and adjacent, and this is always the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is always across from the right angle. You need to substitute those in. Find your sine. The sine of A is the opposite over the hypotenuse. And you get that as a decimal, and you find out it's 0.6000. Find the cosine and the tangent. Now what I want you to think about today is how I can figure out what that angle is without using the calculator, without using a protractor. How can I find the measurement of this angle using that chart that I gave you?
Which angle?
There's some angles listed on that chart. See if you can find out what angle A is using what's there.
Does it matter if we did it differently, like our adjacent is 12 and
Oh, you labeled it differently. Well, you'll get different answers. We usually want to label the smaller leg A and so on. But as long as you can keep it straight, I guess it's all right. So the sine of A is 0.666000. What's the cosine of A? 16 over 20. What is that? Decimal? 0.8. 0.000. Yes. If we add the zeros, we can if we want to. It's exactly 0.8. And the tangent? 0.75. The reason that I went out to 4 decimal places is you'll notice that you have a list of sines, cosines, and tangents on your trig table. See if you can find what angle goes with the sine of 0.6, or a cosine of 0.8, or a tangent of 0.75. Look in your chart and see if you can find out what angle it is that has those ratios. You need to look at the chart that I gave you. Look under sine, guys. Look under sine first. Where would 0.6000 be located on that chart?
37.
About 36 to 37 degrees. 36 degrees on your chart under sine says 0.5878, isn't it?
Yes.
And 37 degrees says 0.6018. What you should notice is that since I got 0.6000 for sine of A, then angle A must be in the middle of these two. Is that clear?
Yes.
What angle is that? In between 36 and 37? What angle is it? 36.5. So we say the measure of angle A is approximately 36.5. Why don't you check it? Use a protractor and check it right here. And it should be pretty accurate. This is a nice protractor because it has half-degree angles measured on it. Let's see how
I got 37.
37. I got 37.5 instead of 36.5. Oh no, I got 37 as well. Up a little off. About 37 degrees. You should get pretty close because it's a pretty big triangle, and if you measure all your angles pretty well, it should be right. Do the same thing with angle B. You could also look up cosine of A, right? Look under cosine. If you look between 36 and 37, you'll see that it's 0.8, isn't it? See how cosine is going down and sine is going up? And also under tangent, it says 0.75, 0.72, 0.75 at the end, and it's right in between those two. So do the same thing for angle B.